can you look without bringing yourself into it? Can you see what's in front of you, not filtered through what you want, what you fear, or what you remember, but simply as it is? For most of us, that's incredibly difficult, because almost everything we experience gets filtered through one persistent thing: the me. As Krishnamurti once said, to observe without the observer is the only true seeing. And who is this me? It's not just your name or your face or your job title. The me is the ongoing voice in your head, the thoughts that say, I am this, I should be that, this happened to me, they shouldn't treat me like this. It's a structure made from our past, our beliefs, our memories, and our reactions. It's the internal narrator, always comparing, always interpreting, always interfering. And most of the time, we don't even notice it's there. Take a moment to imagine you're looking at someone. You think you're seeing them clearly, but you're not. You're seeing your mental version of them. You see the history you share, your opinions about them, your hopes, your disappointments. You're relating more to the image than to the actual person standing in front of you. The same goes for yourself. When you look in the mirror, or even just sit with your thoughts, you rarely see yourself as you are. You see yourself through filters, past mistakes, personal stories, expectations, and insecurities. You don't meet yourself directly. You meet a story you've been carrying for years. This is what Krishnamurti pointed to when he asked, can you see without the me? Can you observe something, anything, without your personal identity, your past, your reactions, rushing in to define it? Can you just see, not as a man, or a woman, or a spiritual person, or someone who's been hurt, just as a silent observer? Can you listen without defending? Can you feel without labeling? Try this the next time you're outside. Look at a tree. Don't label it as beautiful, or a tree, or like the one I saw yesterday. Just see it. Without naming, without comparing, without thinking. Just look. In that tiny space before thought enters, there's a different quality of perception. Something pure, something untouched by your personal story. In that moment, the me is quiet, and something real steps forward. As Krishnamurti put it, if you can look without the image, then there is a possibility of living in a totally different way. This doesn't just apply to nature. It applies to people and to your relationships. Can you look at your partner, your friend, or your family member without projecting the past onto them? Without seeing them through old stories and expectations? Can you meet them now, not as who they were or who you want them to be, but as they are? When that happens, even for a second, connection becomes real. There's no image standing between you, just presence. And that presence is transformative. Because when the me quiets down, even for a breath, life feels clearer. Not easier, not perfect, but more honest. There's less noise, less defending, less proving, less pretending. And in that space, you can actually see, not through the eyes of memory or ego, but with intelligence, sensitivity, and openness. Krishnamurti once said, truth can only be seen when the mind is completely quiet, not when it is caught in the net of thought. Why is this important? Because most of our suffering comes from the me. The me gets offended. The me feels jealous. The me fears not being enough. The me needs to be validated, protected, admired. it wants to win. It wants to be right. But freedom doesn't come from satisfying the me. It comes when the me no longer dominates your perception. When you can observe life without turning it into a reflection of your identity. This doesn't mean you erase yourself or become empty. It means you stop clinging to the inner narrator. You stop taking every thought as truth. And when you do, something shifts. A new kind of clarity begins to appear. You're not reacting. You're not performing. You're just aware. And from that awareness, something sacred starts to emerge. Not as belief, not as philosophy, but as direct experience. As Krishnamurti put it, freedom is not at the end, it is at the very beginning. So the next time you feel caught in reaction, pause. Ask yourself, am I really seeing what's here? Or am I just seeing me? When that question lands, the me loosens its grip. And in that loosening, something true can be seen. Thank you for listening. If this resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care of your mind. We'll see you in the next one.